today we are doing our FaceTime with fosters. It's our first time doing an event like this. I'm not sure if you know, but we do have about 150 animals in our care, and 101 of those right now are in foster care. So although we have all these different locations that are all jam-packed with a bunch of dogs and cats, we really do rely on our huge network of fosters as well. And although they don't get as much time on our social media pages as we'd like, we thought this would be a nice time to reintroduce some of them to you. Some of them you've seen at our locations before they went to a foster. And some of them have been in a foster a very long time. Some go straight to foster right off of death row or wherever we get them from. So we thought this would be a nice time to show you guys some of these fosters and all their amazing quirks and unique things about them, and hopefully we can try to find them their forever homes for the holidays. So first up here we have Royce. You probably remember him. He was at the Red Barn for a while. Hi, buddy. We think he's about 3 years old, and he's about 70 pounds. He's a pretty big boy, and he has filled out a little bit since we first got him. He's in a good shape now. When we got him from Wichita's death row, he was put on their euthanasia list because he had skin issues and ear infections. And even though he's a young guy and healthy otherwise, they were going to put him down for it. And does he do anything for either of those anymore? He doesn't have baths? Or...
No, he doesn't do anything for either of those, though he does have allergies. So
Okay.
he's on Apoquil.
Okay.
The vet thinks that probably they're year-round since we've cooled down, just on his paws and his belly a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, and does he take his meds pretty well?
You just have to put it in his food.
Okay.
Takes it real easy.
He's very food motivated.
Is it just one time a day?
Once a day, yep.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. So we've had him since July 6th, and he was with us for a couple months before he went to you guys. So you guys
Yep.
have had him a couple months.
We have.
He has 2 foster brothers. I know you have one that's an older dog and then a younger dog. And originally he kind of preferred the older dog. He wasn't sure how to play with the younger one.
Yes.
But now he's
great with both.
He loves them both.
He matches his energy level really to the dog that he's playing with. I think it's one of the great things about him is his play style varies depending upon the dog he's playing with and how they like to play.
Do you like to play? There's no squeaky in that one. Now, despite being 70 pounds, I hear he's a lap dog.
He is a lap dog.
Yep, that seems to happen. And he's actually pretty submissive with your other dogs,
He's
right?
very submissive. He's the low man on the totem pole, and both of our dogs are 50 pounds around. So he's the biggest dog in the house, but he's very comfortable just chilling and relaxing.
And he's pretty delicate with kids, too.
Yes,
Of all
yeah,
sizes.
he's pretty good with kids. He loves the attention. He is kind of an attention seeker. He loves to be pet and talked to.
And he likes treats.
And he likes treats, yes.
And we've seen him at one adoption event since he's been with you guys.
Yep.
He came to our Golf Galaxy to promote our golf tournament, and he did really well there. Sometimes these adoption events can be really stressful for dogs because they're out in public, usually not something they do very often, and they're meeting dogs that they haven't really met before, and he did great. He loved all the people that came up to him, and we had a bunch of other dogs there, and everything went really well. So
Has he met any cats?
He has not met any cats. The
Okay.
closest he's come to a cat is we have a couple neighborhood cats that roam,
Uh-huh.
and seeing them on the pathway behind us. He does get a little excited. I think probably some time would work well, and an older cat that's more established in the house would probably be better.
And he is on Apoquil.
He is on Apoquil.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for the kiss. And that's one thing that's so great about our fosters is we don't have a way to cat test or even potty train test when the dogs are at our barn locations. And so we really rely on those fosters to have cats and are very brave to let our dogs meet their cats. So it's hard to know with most of our dogs if they're cat friendly. But it's gonna depend on the owner. Unless we know they have a bad history with cats, it's gonna just be slow introductions. Gosh, what else was I gonna say? We were talking about cats and dogs and squeaky toys.
Kids. He's good with kids.
He's good with kids.
Good.
I will say when he plays, just due to his size, little kids might not be a good idea. Because he could knock them over pretty dang easily. But he's been around kids a couple separate times now, and he very much enjoys their company.
How does he do on a leash?
He does really good on a leash. Normally we harness him,
Okay.
and we do a double, like a top and a front, and that's really helpful. He is by far the calmest of our dogs on a leash, which is hilarious because he likes to get out and just kind of meander and take his time and enjoy what he's doing.
Yeah, he's excellent for walks.
And he's potty trained too.
He is very potty trained.
Yep.
He holds it all night long. He's had not one accident since we've had him.
Does he like to sleep in, or is he an early riser?
He's definitely more of a sleeper inner, especially you may about 7 a.m. get up, feed him some breakfast, and come back to bed, and then he just wants to snuggle in and stay warm with you.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt this with a very special announcement. They found Tilly. So everybody who is out there watching, oh goodness, I'm going to cry. They got Tilly.
Okay, yep.
So-
I haven't slept since she got
Yes,
out.
we are so
Okay,
excited
good.
about
Good
that.
baby.
We know they love her so much and they tried so hard, and we're just so happy she's home.
That's
Yay.
amazing news. Okay. Well, this is
Back
gonna
to
be
you, Royce.
He's like,
Oh,
I-
he's like,
I
is
do
that
have
a...
some spray cheese. We know every
lunchbox?
dog likes spray cheese, though, don't we?
You remember that, huh?
It's on here, I'll give you more. Yeah.
That's a good boy.
He looks so good.
Yes.
And he's so funny because when he gets very excited while he's playing, or in the morning when he sees you for the first time, he hops kind of like a bunny or a kangaroo. So one of our nicknames for him is Royceroo instead of
Aw.
kangaroo, because that's what he hops
Aw.
around like.
Oh, what a good boy.
You'd be amazed at how he can move this big body.
Absolutely. He's strong.
And he's so young, and that's what stinks. It's just such a simple medical thing that we cleared up really easily, and he just would not have been here today
No.
otherwise. And it's just because, so he came from Wichita, and Wichita has just an overflow, constant overflow of dogs needing help. And so we try to focus on the older ones, but then when this little face is looking at us between the jail bars and we see how much potential he has, we can't help but save him too. And so we'll bring some of the barn dogs out here too to show you them, and you'll see a lot of them right now are very young, and that's just because the young ones need our help too. And you know, it really doesn't matter what age they are if they need our help. Come here. Come here. What else I have in there? Come here, mister. I brought carrots and broccoli, Royce.
Oh, he likes carrots.
loves
You love carrots? Oh.
That's how you keeping that slim figure, Royce.
Yeah. And broccoli. What do you think about broccoli? Broccoli will give you toots, so sorry, foster parents.
He's got his own toots on a regular basis anyway, so
Oh.
if somebody out there has kids who think it's funny when somebody toots, this would be a perfect match because Royce toots loudly every single day.
That is so
about
funny.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for bringing him out. It's so good
Welcome.
to see him.
Thank
I know
you
some of this
guys.
stuff. Let me tell Kathy that he's out here because she wanted to see him again because we missed him so much. Kathy, you could come out and meet Royce if you want. Well, not meet, but okay. I think we had a lot of spray cheese. We don't want the med coordinators to be mad at us.
and I want to come out and see Roy.
Royce, come here. Sit.
Okay.
Oh
Good.
yeah.
Good
Is he
boy.
no shape? Is
He
he
does
just
not know
I
shape.
love you.
We're working on watch me, wait, and lay down
Ah.
with food meal times or with meal times. He's getting better about watch me, and wait is very hard for him when there's a bowl of food in front of him. So we can usually
Me
get
too, Royce.
maybe 3 seconds out of him in a wait.
That's great.
So we're working on it.
awesome? Yeah, make sure you get all that spray cheese, buddy. There's some more right here. Look, I think these are the crusty bits that he doesn't really want.
Do you want to say Tilly again?
Huh?
Add Tilly.
About
in there.
Tilly?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so we just found out a few seconds ago too that Tilly was found and she is going to be back home soon. So very happy about that. I know everybody's been on the edge of their seats waiting to hear about Tilly. So I want to say thank you to the professional trappers, well, to the adopters for hiring professional trappers, and for the professional trappers for doing what they do best. This week, I don't know if you saw, but last week we had a couple fundraisers up to build a fence around our Little Red Barn property, and we're going to be starting on that very soon. So thank you for everyone who donated, because yes, losing a dog is the worst feeling in the world, and it's going to be great to have our area fenced in. and keep our dogs safe, because it is so hard to trap a dog, as we've learned in the past. So very happy that Tilly is back home. And I believe our next foster dog just showed up. So thank you, Royce.
Royce, it was so good to see you, buddy.
Bye, Royce.
Love you.
Come on, Royce-a-roo.
While we wait for our next foster dog to come over, I did want to do a quick plug for our auto donation program. As we get to the end of the year, don't forget that we have partnered with You Auto Donate. They're an amazing company that will take your trailer, your motorcycle, your boat, your car, whether it runs or not, they will take it and sell it, and then we get half those profits from your vehicle donation. So as we get to the end of the year, it's tax deductible. They are great to work with, so go ahead and check them out on our website, or you can just go to youautodonate.com, and they will do everything for you. They will tow it away. They will come meet you. So if you have any cars in your driveway, or you need to clear out your garage to get your cars you actually use into your garage as it gets colder, go ahead and check them out. We would love to get some more auto donations. We just hit our 1 year of partnering with them, and it's been great. We just had a really great donation a couple of weeks ago, and we got a huge check off of that. So thank you so much, You Auto Donate. We have been struggling lately with all our medical bills, and that really helps so much. And that's actually one of the main reasons we're doing this today. In a little bit, we're gonna have some of our Havanese puppies out here. For those who don't know, they came from a really bad hoarding situation, and they have had just a host of medical issues. They all need dentals. It's going to be around $10,000 to do all their dentals, just thousands and thousands to get these sweet little dogs the care they needed. And really, there were about 30 dogs involved in this hoarding situation, and we could not take them all, but I think we took 10 of them. We took the ones that were in the worst medical shape, because we're never afraid to shy away from a really bad medical bill, because any life is worth it to us, no matter the cost. And so we are going to have a couple of those guys out here today, and we'll be reminding you guys to donate. And if you want to just hold tight for a minute, I'm going to go grab our next foster.
While we are waiting, if there are any barn dogs that anybody is super excited about seeing, just give us a holler, and in between the fosters, we can get them out here. Oh, speaking of, here comes a barn dog now. He is so cute. This is Bowman.
Okay, false alarm, it was not a foster, it's a dog dater. So we're gonna have Bowman out here for a minute. If you don't know, we do a dog date program where if you wanna come take one of our dogs out for an hour or two, or however long you want, just for the day, you can go get pup cups, you can go take them for a hike around a lake. Sorry, there's a lot of running. You can, even just driving with them, they will love to snooze in the car next to you or stick their head out the window. And so that's one of our dog daters just got here to take, I believe, maybe Cadillac on a date for the next hour or so. But yeah, this is Bowman. He is one of our barn dogs. He does not have a foster. So, but we're gonna feature him on this anyways, because we would love to find him a foster, especially for the holidays. He's one of our newer dogs. We just got him in. I think he came from Wichita. His favorite thing in the world is toys. He was put on the youth list of Wichita because of his age, and he kind of had a funny head tilt when he first went into the kill shelter, and they were worried he had some neurological issues or something going on with him, but really he's a totally healthy guy. He's been so great. In the mornings, Jen has him out with all the other dogs. He does totally fine. During the day, we usually have him out on his own because he just loves stuffies so much, and we don't want anyone to do any fights over them. So, so we let him have toy time all day long, and he's been really great boy. So if you would like to foster Bowman, this is him, and he is available. If you want to become a foster, we do everything for you. All you do is you provide the love and the shelter. We will give you this whole bucket of toys if that's what it takes. We have kennels, we have dog food, medication. If your foster dog is one with a lot of medical issues, and they need a lot of vet appointments, we do have a team of vet drivers, volunteer vet drivers, that can even help you with that if you work a lot and aren't able to take your foster dog to a vet appointment. We have an amazing adoption team that does all the adoption stuff for you. All you do really is just love on them and give them shelter. We ask that you post them as much as you can. That way they get as much social media time as possible. And then we also do adoption events all month long, and we try to ask that fosters come to at least 1 or 2 a month. The adoption events are a little bit slower right now because it's winter and I don't like to be outside, so we're looking for indoor places, although we got pretty lucky with the weather today. But yeah, Bowman would love to have a foster, and his only requirement is that they have lots of stuffies for him to play with. Let's see. Oh, don't let that one get away from you, buddy. I don't believe we've had him around kids yet, just because we don't have a lot of kids that come to the farm lately. And again, we don't know about cats because we don't have any fosters that have cats yet. But another way sometimes we can cat test is if they go to a vet that has an office cat, and we can see how they do meeting them. It's not a great test, but we do what we do with what we can. But yeah, so this is Bowman. Again, he's a newer dog. We just got him in, but that doesn't mean he's not ready for a home already. We'll bring out a couple more barn dogs maybe while we're waiting for the next foster to get here. And we've got some guys in there that have been waiting so long. I'll see which play group is out next when I go swap him out. But they're all such great dogs, and it'd be so great. And even if you're not around for Thanksgiving but want to give them a home for Christmas, even if you just want to pick them up in the morning and then drop them back off at night, just anything for them to spend the day out. And speaking of Christmas, I will do a quick plug. We're gonna have a lot of Christmas present options, a whole holiday shop here. I think we're gonna open it later today. We're gonna have calendars for sale. You can buy gift certificates to spend the night at a hotel with one of our dogs. If you want to gift someone a night out at a hotel. We have all our merch, of course. We got some new styles that just dropped. I haven't even bought them yet, so I need to go get them. And all of these that I've mentioned are also available for people who don't live in the Kansas City area. We can mail the calendars. We're going to have a couple ornament sales. So we have some little metal ornaments with our logo on them that you can buy, and we'll ship them to you. Or if you would like to be added to our A&F memorial tree or our own Christmas trees here in the barns, you can buy a ticket to have an ornament made in your pet's honor. Whether they are still here or not, you can specify which tree you would like to be included on, and then you'll see it in our goodnight videos and all the posts, and you can just be included on our own Christmas tree. Huh?
Where we are. They want to know where we are.
Oh, we're in Spring Hill, Kansas. It's just south of Kansas City. We actually have locations all over Kansas City, but this location is our original location. We also have another location in KC Mo, just on the other side of state line. And then we have 2 locations further south of us. One is the Osawatomie Pound, which is a city pound, kind of a rural city pound that we found out about that really needed a buttload of help, and so we just kind of forced our way in there and took it over. So it's still a city pound, but we do everything there for those dogs and cats that come there. And then we have a location in Greeley, and that actually is ending soon. We are trying to find a new location for all our animals here at the end of December. And so if anyone is interested in fostering, I'd ask if you would please consider some of the Greeley dogs, because pretty soon we're not going to have anywhere to put them. I mean, we're going to find somewhere, but it would be so great to find them foster homes. We're really doing a big foster push for those dogs. So we're spread out all over Kansas City. If you're interested in fostering, we ask that you be within commuting distance between Kansas, or either you have to be either in Kansas or Missouri, but we'd like you to be closer to Kansas City. That way you can use our vets. Sometimes we do short-term fosters in Wichita if we just need to get them off of death row immediately and don't have time to transport them here. So we have a great team of fosters in Wichita. Hey, don't eat that.
He's spitting it out.
Sorry.
Look.
We don't want any,
Look at that. What you gonna get?
he's like, I don't want that. I want the one I was eating. We don't want any internal blockages happening on camera. That would be bad. But sometimes we even have fosters down in Oklahoma City. That's another big kill shelter that we pull from. So if you're in Oklahoma City and you want to help do a short temporary foster situation, you want some spray cheese? Hold on, come over here.
Let's
Come
see
here,
your
bud.
face. Okay, I will see your face. Look what she got.
Hey.
She got some cheese. I know you know that is.
He is a little bit of a finger eater if you have treats. Good boy. I think that's a lot. We had a lot of turkey yesterday at the Pupsgiving event, so I don't want to give him too much because we were diarrhea free this morning. And we kind of want to keep it that way. Here, let's put it back in the cooler. But, so yeah, fosters need to be in Kansas or Missouri. That's where we're licensed. Oklahoma actually doesn't really have any licensing, but we only use temporary fosters down there so we can just get them off the kill shelter and then get them here to Kansas as soon as possible. For adoptions, though, we do adopt all over the country. If you heard Tilly, one of our favorite dogs ever, she got adopted recently, and she went all the way to Michigan. Her adopters drove all the way down here, multiple nights trip, and then they drove her all the way back home. And unfortunately, she did get out, but we just got the news that she is back, and they got her back home. And so we're really excited that Tilly's back home. But yeah, we adopt all over the country. Sally Sue, one of our most famous dogs, she is over on the East Coast. So is Scribbles and Lydia. They're both over there. And Scribbles has his own Facebook page if you want to follow them too. But so we'll adopt anywhere across the United States. We have a very thorough adoption process though. So if you put in your application today, I'm not positive it will be done by Thanksgiving. We do background checks, we do home checks, we do vet checks, we call your references. Not that we don't trust anyone, but we really want to make sure that we're putting our dogs in the best home. You know, we've made lots of mistakes in the past. We didn't always do those thorough checks, and unfortunately, one of our dogs, Plum, did go missing after she was adopted to someone that did not get thoroughly vetted and then given away almost immediately. And we just hit the 1-year anniversary of finding out that she was missing, and so because of Plum is why we do all these really thorough checks on our people who want to adopt or foster from us. And the process is the same for fosters and adopters. Bowman's gonna pick out some more toys here. But yeah, so that's why we do that. It's not a quick process, but it'll be worth it in the end. We just want to make sure that everyone's got the best intentions for the dogs, and also, you know, home checks are good too, because we could find out if there's another pet in the home, or if there's a lot of stairs, and that might click to us like, oh, maybe this dog isn't the greatest fit, we'll find a different one. But I would say I'll switch Bowman out, but he seems to be having the time of his life with his toy bucket here. This used to be Duke's toy bucket. If you guys know Duke, he's with a foster, and he is a stuffy loving crazy man too. Don't eat it. No eating the toys. Don't eat it, okay? But this is Bowman, and he would love a foster. So I'm gonna go swap him out. Let me tell them. Oh, I turned off my watch.
Can I pause this?
I don't think so.
Okay. I want to add a donate button.
I'll be right back.
I want to add a donate button.
I don't know.
I looked online. It said you should be able to.
I know, but I don't know.
Oh, look at your face. Look at your face. I know. Okay. Off to get somebody else. I did see a request for Velma. I believe she is in a foster, and I don't know if that foster is signed up to bring her in today, but we will find out. I'm sure we'll get Cadillac out here and Nas. Oh, we got some cute ones. Well, while you're here, you might as well see how beautiful it is here. And Miranda is going to grab another dog from the barn, and she'll be back shortly to do some intros, and then we have some more fosters showing up throughout the morning and throughout the day so we can learn more about them as well. We just met Bowman, who is just precious, and yes, we are so happy that Tilly is home safe. She hasn't been there long, but I know they love her dearly already. Such a lovable girl. Oop, and we have somebody else coming. Oh, it is one of my personal favorites. Yes, oh. Who is it? Ah! Serena!
It's Serena.
Yay!
Okay. We're still waiting on our next foster to get here. We thought we'd bring out another pup who would love to have a foster. Okay, Serena, they don't want to see your booty. So, Bowman, like I mentioned, was one of our newer dogs. Well, Serena is one of our longest dogs. I think it's actually, I want to say it's tomorrow, maybe, that she will hit her 1 year with us. And that's not original. She came to us, I want to say back in 2019 or 2020, and she found her forever home, was adopted to an amazing man who unfortunately passed away last year. And so her and her fur brother came back to us. They were both alumni, and he was adopted, I think, the same day he came back. But Serena has been waiting for almost a year now, and out of all our dogs, I think Serena would love a foster the most, even just for, even if it's just for the holidays or a weekend or a night or anything you can give her. She is such a great dog, and she has been waiting for so long. So long, in fact, I don't even remember her original story. Craig says it all the time.
She was dumped after having babies. They took her
Yes.
babies and dumped her.
Yep, so she has
Okay.
had a litter before. So due to her previous mama status, she can be a bit picky with her friends. She seems to love all male dogs. She generally does not like female dogs, but she loved Tilly, who, by the way, I've already said this a million times, but she is back home and safe. But she did like Tilly, so I think if it's a submissive female, Serena could probably get along with slow introductions, but she really does like the males. Her best friend right now is Sydney, and although Serena is older, she's like 6, Sydney and her will literally tumble and rumble all day long. She's a little dirty because they just roll in the dirt and play, and they're so silly together. So she's a little bit older, but she doesn't act like it. The only thing is that Serena can jump a 6-foot fence. She jumps our fences sometimes here at the Red Barn. She doesn't look like it, but she's got some nice power thighs back here. And she's also not the biggest fan of kids. But other than that, she's great. She loves her boyfriend dogs, and she loves all humans that she meets. Just not such a fan of the kiddos, which I can't really blame her because kids kind of freak me out too sometimes, but that's okay. Luckily, we did have a kid-free adoption event recently, and so she went to that and she loved it. We do adoption events every weekend. Oh, there's our foster. All right, Serena, what do you think? Should we go get our next foster? But yeah, so I just want to say one more time, this is Serena. She would love to have a home for the holidays, so please consider her. She's been waiting so long, and she's healthy, and she wants to go say hi to Gabe. But we're going to put her back. So I'll be right back with our next foster.
right, it looks like our next foster is arriving.
Wherever down here, obviously. Let's take off my coat. Hot.
Do you want me to see if Sue can add it?
Sure. I mean, I looked. I didn't see. I've done it lots of times before. It just
It's ridiculous.
it looks different than it normally does. All right. Where's my note cards? We got our next foster here. He's getting out of the car. I'm gonna get my notes. Like Serena, this guy is a long timer, but he's been a long timer in his foster home, and so I'm really excited to feature him on here to give him some more screen time on our Facebook page, because like Serena, he is hitting his 1 year mark this week. Well, he actually hit his 1 year mark with us last week, and he will be hitting his 1 year mark with his fosters this week. So he is a gem. He is like one of the best dogs we've ever had, and I don't know why he hasn't been adopted yet, but we're really hoping this holiday season is gonna be his time to shine, and we're gonna finally find that home. And he is very excited to come over here. He's getting leashed up. I gave you a warning, he's a big tubby boy. But he's a very good boy. Let's see. And then next up, after this foster, we'll have some of those Havanese puppies that I was telling you about. The main reason we're doing this is to try and fundraise for their dentals. So if you're loving what you're seeing today, you want to support the mission, you want to support the medical care for some of these fosters, please visit our website or one of our Facebook posts or Venmo or PayPal. We will take it any way you can give it. And another thing that's not really talked about, especially for these long timers, like I mentioned, Serena is perfectly healthy, but we have had her for almost a year, and that is a year of space at one of our facilities, a year of paying for staff to take care of her, a year of dog food, a year of preventatives. She is due for her annual vaccines. There's a lot of money that goes into the dogs that even are perfectly healthy and have just been with us for a really long time. So if you would like to financially support a foster that way too, those are the little things that a lot of people don't think about. You know, every time we get a new dog in, we do a fundraiser post and we introduce them to you guys and we kind of explain what their needs are. But when they've been with us for so long, that really amounts to a pretty big cost as well. So here he comes. Now I'm gonna start with his government name. Hey, are you waddling? Moseying over here. So his government name is Garnet, but he goes by Gabe. Hey, buddy. Hey, look, we've got all these toys for you. You can pick through them if you want. Hey. Yeah. So this is Gabe. Like I said, his website official name is Garnet, but he goes by Gabe. And he came to us on November 12th of last year. And I don't know if you guys realize this. You want me to hold him? I'll hold him. I don't know if you guys realize this, but he's going to hit his 1 year with you guys this week.
Yes,
Saturday.
I didn't realize that.
Yes. And like I was just saying, I don't know why. He is a great dog. He came to several adoption events this summer, and he did great at all of them. He's super dog friendly. He is a bit vocal at times when he meets his new friends, but he's just is so excited and he loves them. He loves all people of all sizes. He loves food, if you can't tell from a little bit of extra pounds there.
Yeah.
We think he's about 7 years old. He's a bulldog boxer mix, so he's a pretty big boy. He's listed at 80 pounds. You guys think that's accurate? A little bit more than that now. So he's a bigger boy, but that doesn't mean he doesn't think he's a lap dog as well.
Oh, yes, he does.
He was found as a stray in Wichita, and so don't know why, but someone let him walk out of their lives, and luckily he walked into ours, and we've been loving on him for a whole year now. Like I said, he came to 4 adoption events this summer, I think. We had one at a tiger sanctuary. He did really well there, and then we did one at an airplane hangar, and then we did a coffee shop one, and The fall. You guys went to the fall festival too, right?
You signed up, but
Oh,
you
you didn't
had
go
to-
that
They
day.
canceled the day that you're
Oh,
going.
that's right, the Sunday one, yeah. But so he goes to these adoption events all the time. And like I was mentioning with Royce, this can be so stressful when you're going out in public, and you're not used to it, and there's a bunch of dogs and people that you don't know. But he does great. His fosters take him to Lowe's all the time and just out for shopping trips, and he does great there. He meets. I saw he met a puppy one time, and he did great with the puppy. Is this your hide?
That's his
Yes,
otter
he
that he
loves
dismantled
to-
this
You
morning.
don't want to
Carries
see your
his
butt.
kids around.
Um,
That one got de-stuffed this morning.
Oh, just this morning. It's a fresh kill. So he does love to de-stuff his stuffies, but he doesn't care. He'll carry around the skins, which is something my own dogs do.
You mentioned puppies. He actually loves puppies. We've kind of figured out, and we've also taken him to PetSmart, and
Oh.
he does really well at PetSmart.
Yeah.
So enjoys meeting all the people there.
Oh, that feel good nice. He does not like cats, though, right? You guys have a cat, and they just don't get along.
He chases.
He thinks
He
they're
chases
snacks.
Do
Yeah.
you guys have to keep them separated all the time, or do you just
Our
keep an eye
cats
on
have-
him?
Yeah, our cats have pretty much quarantined themselves
Okay.
to the
Well, we
basement.
have one cat that likes to tease him now.
Oh.
So we're working really hard on trying to get him to get along with cats, but getting teased is not helping.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
So we have some little kids in our lives. He does great with little kids.
Mm-hmm.
We have her 97-year-old mother that's very frail, and he's great with her. In fact, we're going to take him to visit her today.
She lives in assisted living now, and he's visited at her home.
Oh.
That's
But
wonderful.
we're going to go to assisted living to visit her today.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow! That was a great jump, buddy. Come back here.
Apparently he's self-entertaining as well.
He is
He can
self-entertaining.
be. We have two other dogs that are calm, cool, and collected, and they're not necessarily players. And so he doesn't get to play as much as we'd like him to be able to with another dog.
Wow!
He loves to play tug of war. He looked like he loved tug of war.
What are you doing back there?
It's like I'm trying to play.
Oh, no.
Somebody help Miranda.
He keeps throwing it too far.
Oops, sorry, I meant to throw it in front of you. Nobody ever accused me of being a good thrower.
No,
Come back up here. So, maybe an active family or a family that has other dogs that love to play. I think he would love that. Again, stuffies are a must, apparently.
Yes, they are an absolute must.
We gotta smell the pea pot. Hold on. And he is potty trained.
He
Again.
is potty trained, kennel trained. He has never had a mess in our house, and he's been there a year.
And sometimes we're gone for long stretches at a time. Hey, if you want to play tug? Want to play tug?
We do.
Nope.
He's not free in the house when we're gone, but he has his own room. Sometimes he chooses a kennel.
Yeah, he has a kennel, and in our house he has the ability to choose the kennel. And sometimes he chooses a kennel.
But most of the time he likes his own room. He has his own queen-size bed.
Oh, nice. Got your own bed, buddy.
But he's also really good. My sister is visiting us right now, and so that's our guest room. And so we cleaned the sheets and all that jazz. And he sleeps in. He has his own dog bed in there, and she tells him that he cannot sleep with her, and tells him to get in his bed, and he gets in his bed and
gets
does
down.
not even try to get up on the bed.
He's a good listener.
He's really a good listener. I mean, well, except for the cats.
Yeah, except for the kitty cats. That's
But he
okay.
comes when he's called.
He's our best. He comes the best out of all of our dogs. When we have a big yard, that's probably about
Third of an acre.
a third of an acre, and
I like
he'll
that
run
one.
down and chase our, well, not chase, but he'll run the fence, and we have horses on the other side.
He visits with them.
He visits with them.
Horsey.
Oh.
And
Nice.
our other two dogs, we call all three of them, and they're all visiting. We call the three dogs, and he comes, and the other two are still down there, and we have to get on to our other two. But he comes running right back up.
Aw.
He's gonna rip that.
That's okay.
Okay.
We will get to see
He's
some
like, I'm gonna work on this one.
de-stuffing in action. Okay, so good to know he's potty trained. Again, thank you to our fosters. We don't ever know that until they go into a foster home. So it's great to know with most of our fosters, they are potty trained because they put in the work and they know the dog best and can see what they're really like in a home environment. Is he an early riser or does he like sleep in?
He's an early riser.
Early riser, okay.
He sleeps in better when he's sharing a room with someone.
Yeah.
So when
My sister's
when
here.
her sister's here, he
Oh.
sleeps in. Did he sleep in this morning?
Well, she got up. She got up at around 7, so
You like
he got up when she got up.
What do you think about a carrot? No carrots. Okay. What do you think about broccoli? Oh. You like broccoli?
It's like, I'm a carnivore.
Well, I don't have meat, but I have some.
I was gonna say I have some. Oh,
Don't you guys want it?
He's a big cuddle bug. He loves to. The thing that's nice about him is he loves to cuddle with you on the couch, but if you tell him to get off because you don't want him on the couch at that given time, he will get off and he'll go lay in his bed on the floor. He's a lot like cuddling with a human because he's just solid.
Yes,
Solid.
he is.
He's a very solid boy. Now, how does he do on walk? He's kind of a polar, isn't he? Yeah.
he's a
strong.
puller, and he doesn't get walked as much as he should.
Yeah.
Because we do have such a big
Yeah.
yard, and we both have extended hours.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna try to walk him a little more and get him more used to the leash.
Yeah. Okay. And now is that true?
He has been.
Yeah, that's a good bonus, you guys. As a owner of pugs, nail trims are like the worst thing ever for me. So finding out that a dog is good with nail trims is so great. Makes life so much easier. Don't you
He's
think, bud?
good with everything.
He's been really
I
great
mean,
with vetting, period.
Yeah.
If he didn't chase the cats, we'd keep him.
Yeah.
But we just don't feel like we can keep doing that to the cats.
Mhm.
He's a wonderful dog.
Now, did I hear you guys are getting a new foster today?
We are.
You are. Who is it?
Josie.
Josie Jane.
Josie
I think is
Jane.
her name. Yep.
Yep.
All the way from Oklahoma. So gonna have another friend to play with, huh?
We're hoping.
That they
I know
play.
they said she was a senior, but it didn't.
They
have her
said she
say
was
13.
13, but yeah, when I look at the photos, I'm like, that's a good-looking
So I'm
13-year-old.
thinking there must be some old photos.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
But you know, she might be a player.
What do you think? You gonna help introduce her, welcome her to her new home? Well, that's exciting. Thank you for taking in a second animal. That's a lot, and hopefully we
It
can
is.
get
We're
you.
hoping we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stand the thought that she was living outside after
Oh.
living in a home for 13 years.
Uh-huh.
So,
Hey, what are you doing?
There's a star.
He is a star, and he's such a good boy. And I don't know why he hasn't been adopted yet. Like I said, he's so dog friendly. He loves all people, and he would love a home of his very own forever and ever, just with no kitty cats. Or unless you're willing to work with him on the kitty cats and really good with it, you can maybe get there. Goodness. And he's got a nice big belly.
he's a character. We did realize we picked him up the day after Thanksgiving last year.
Yeah.
And he has a vet appointment next Wednesday. Annual.
For- year.
Annual vaccines. What do you think about it, buddy? What do you think about it? Find a home for the holidays. So, yep, Gabe is another one that's been with us for a year now, and another just great dog that's just been waiting and waiting and waiting for a home. And so hopefully we can find him a home ASAP. Again, these are great fosters that are, how many fosters have you had over the years? Gabe's not your first, right?
He's our second foster.
Second foster. Was it Dozier?
We had Dozier.
Dozier, okay.
He got adopted into Nebraska, family in Nebraska.
Yep, that's right. Goodness.
Dozier is a lover. He will love you immediately. He really didn't take any time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like when we brought him in the house, he was home.
Yeah.
Dozer?
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
Gabe.
said
Well,
Dozier,
Dozier
so I-
did too.
Yeah.
I think you meant Gabe.
Gabe.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, are you gonna take this home with you?
Yeah.
Is this your prize?
And he is.
You gonna say hi to that
I
person?
do want to reiterate, I don't think we really talked about the kennel stuff as much as he, you know, we tell him to kennel up and he goes and gets right in his kennel. Sometimes, like I said, she said he'll choose his bedroom, but if you don't, most people don't have a spare bedroom for a dog. And the only reason we did that was because we need to, you know, contain him so the cats get a little more free time in the house.
Yeah.
But he kennels up, both him and my lab. Our lab, they have next door kennels to each other, and they both just run right in. And they kind of, it's the first one in gets the kennel of their choice. They're identical kennels. And sometimes they're there.
And you let him in
A long
the last time at night, you say, go, Gabe, go to bed. And he goes right down the hall into the bedroom.
Oh, great.
Yep.
He's a good boy. That's our conclusion. He's a good boy, and he would love a home. Well, thank you guys for bringing him
Thank
out.
you
Thank you
guys
for bringing
so
him
much.
to adoption events this summer. And best of luck to your new foster.
Yeah.
Post lots of pictures. I'm excited to see her.
We are too.
Oh, and you think he needs to take this home with him? He seemed to love it.
Look at your
He loves it.
Yeah, there's your prize.
Is your prize? You want it now?
You have Holly? Oh, Jet. Oh, okay. That works.
He's in the car.
Okay. But their car's right there. So we'll load him up and then you can bring him on down.
Well, that was fun.
I wonder if we should start again and try to add it.
Okay. All right, 1 second. We'll be right back in just a few seconds with our next foster. So hold on, I'll be right back.